Good Thursday afternoon, everybody. Come on in. Guess what we're having today? Something that dates way back in my childhood. It's one of the best dishes. Sometimes people don't like it too much, but we're having some calf liver and onions and gravy and rice, y'all. We're in for a treat. So that's what we're having today. It's a quick, easy meal, y'all. Quick and easy. So let's get started. I've got my calf's liver here. Liver and onions is good, but that calf liver is very tender. This is the Skylark calf liver. Very good, very tender and tasty. So, calling all liver lovers in the house today. So what I've already done, just season it with some pepper and salt, and of course, I always use let me get my seasons over here. I always use my complete season because it has everything already in it. So sprinkle it with some complete season, some black pepper, and of course you're going to flour it, drop it into some hot oil, fry it up, and when it gets done, we're going to go ahead and make some good old onion gravy with it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. I've already got some ready to go into the pan, and this dish will take about 30 minutes to do start to finish. So y'all time me, maybe even less. So let's go. Woo! Drop that right in there, didn't I? Okay, so let's get that piece going in the right direction. Have it on medium-high heat. Most of the cooking is going to happen once you get the gravy going with the onions. So this liver is so tender, you have to handle it very gingerly, I'll say. The packages that I bought had 4 pieces in each packet, so it made 8 pieces, but because it's so tender, it breaks off in nice large pieces, so I may have more than just the 4 pieces. You'll notice that. But this dish, again, is very healthy. Some people don't like, kids will, just like they do to broccoli. I mean, broccoli is wonderful, but kids will say yuck to broccoli as they will to liver. And this is calf liver, so beef liver. There's pork liver. Pork liver is more grainy and it's not as tender and as tasty to me. Now, when we were growing up, we would have beef liver, and sometimes because it was cheaper. I mean, it was less expensive than the calf liver. The calf liver costs a little bit more money, because it calf, is a young cow. So I guess you don't slaughter as many calves as you do cows, for whatever reason, I don't know. But anywho, y'all, this is going to be some good eating. I'm sure this is something y'all haven't seen in a while. And if you have, then just join right on with me, because I am a liver lover, y'all. I love me some liver. Cassie is hanging out with me this week. She's on little sabbatical this week, so she wanted liver. She's one of my children that love liver. I'm not sure. Like, I got a call telling me, I have not done liver in so long. I believe all my kids like liver, if I'm not mistaken. I have to check them out to make sure, because this is gonna be a lot of liver, y'all. A lot of liver. And liver, if you cook a lot and have it left over, liver freezes well. So, and of course, I'm gonna do some good old rice with it. So, liver and rice, and you know what else is good with it? Biscuits. I can wrap my head around making biscuits. Getting my rice together there. But anyway, I think I might just put together a couple of mayonnaise biscuits to go with this, because you just cannot beat liver and rice and gravy. Just about almost next to criminal to have it without some biscuits. So liver and rice and biscuits is a wonderful, wonderful dish. We're going to get this all going here. Okay, so now I got all my liver into the flour. So when that pan comes off, I'm going to go ahead and just get that out, and I'll put this last batch in. So I have about a couple pans of it. But anyway, like I say, liver is one of these all-time, I call it old-timey food. Back in the day food. We used to have it often. So while I am doing my little mini cleanup, I am going to look and see if I got enough of what I need to make some bread here, make some dishes. I'm going to turn this, just sort of when you're cooking it, basically all you're doing is just sort of browning it, get that little brown on it, like so. Okay, let's see right in there. About 3 minutes on each side is all you need. Because like I said, the most cooking is going to happen when you get it into your gravy. Okay, so if y'all got some liver laying around the fridge, hey, go ahead and whip it out and fry right along with me, and we'll make that gravy. Yeah, the gravy is made just like you do any other gravy, but I'll let you make it right along with me. Really, really something easy to do. Again, like I said, this can be on the table in about 30 minutes, hands down. Okay, so I think let me just see what I've got in the way of making some biscuits to go along with this. I know I got some in this flour. I think I made these mayonnaise biscuits with you. In fact, I made them last week while the kids were all here. So hang on 1 minute, let me get all my ingredients for my mayo biscuits. Okay, we're back, y'all, with the mayo biscuit mix. I've got the second batch of liver in while I was gone. It's just about done. Got the first batch already out. So like I say, you don't need to cook it a whole lot. I'm going to go ahead and get these out of the pan. Like so. And we're going to make the gravy right, of course, in this same skillet that we just fried the liver in. So, got us a beautiful plate of liver right there. It's just ready to go in to that gravy. As you can see, we got drippings and goodies in the bottom of that pan. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put in a little bit more oil. Yeah, I might need a little bit more oil. By the way, I'm using olive oil, so you just put another couple of tablespoons of olive oil in that skillet. And we're going to start this out with about a couple of tablespoons. And all I'm doing is just putting some flour that we just used to flour the let me get back over here by the camera so you can hear me. About 3 tablespoons of flour. And I'm going to get it good and brown. And that's going to be what I put just a tad more. Now, and the reason I don't have to put so much because the liver has been breaded and it will help to thicken our gravy as well. So we're going to let that sit there and brown for a little bit. And when it's brown as I want it, I've got some onions. Of course, you know I got to put my onions in. And I always like to brown my onions up a little bit as well, along with the gravy. So I've got 2 medium onions cut, or just one large onion or 2 medium onions. And just go ahead and put them into that roux. A lot of people call it the roux. It's roux, gravy, however you want to call it. And just get them going in there. And of course, when those onions get a little bit browned up and cooked into the roux, I'm going to go ahead and start seasoning in it. And then I'll pour my water in. And then we'll add the liver back to it and go ahead and cook it for about 20-30 minutes, about 15-20 minutes, because you don't need to cook. This is already done, really. And about 15 minutes of cook time will be enough. So meanwhile, while this is browning, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do these mayo biscuits. This is 2 cups of self-rising flour, y'all. 1 cup of mayonnaise. I use Hellmann's, of course. I've told y'all that many times. So I'm using a cup of mayonnaise. I'm adding some either butter, margarine, whichever one you have. Just add some of that in there as well. Just give it a little bit more rich, buttery flavor. I add about a 1/4 cup of margarine or butter to mine. Y'all know me and the flavor. And just start mixing, because I got to put 1 cup of milk in this also. And then I'll get these biscuits in the oven, and everything will be getting done about the same time. Okay. My cup of milk right there. And now I can start adding the milk into that mixture. Okay. So it's 2 cups of self-rising flour, 1 cup of mayo, and if you want to add butter or margarine to it, that's up to you. If not, you can just add 2 cups of flour, 1 cup of mayo, and 1 cup of milk is the original recipe. I just added, you know me, I just added the butter or the margarine just for extra flavor. And basically that's it. And once you get it all mixed up, and I'm not having as much milk, obviously, because I got the butter, because it, you know, of course, breaks down that flour. And about that consistency is how you want it. And we're going to drop it into well-greased muffin tins. Okay, that gravy is coming along just fine, so I'm going to get it. Let's see, I'm going to get my muffin tins over here. Do a little bit of a cleanup right there. Okay. Mixture is ready. Preheat my oven to 375. Okay. Those muffin tins are ready. They're ready. Okay. And just make sure you mix your dough up really good. It's not supposed to be real stiff, sort of loose, because these biscuits will be nice and fluffy like. Okay, so I'm just going to start adding them in. Fill each muffin tin up to about 3/4 of the way, and I think you'll be okay. And about the time you do that, all your mixture will be used. Okay. These are real good. You see how simple they are to make. You can have them, you know, breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever. Once you get them made, you can put more butter in them. Add jelly, even with syrup. But it's just that I like these especially with the liver and onions. Okay, just about there, people. Okay, can't wait to eat this. Now, like I said, it's been a long time since I made the liver and onions. I'm gonna go back and add a little more. Check on my gravy. That it's getting about the shade of brown that I wanted, so. So make sure you grease or oil those muffin tins really good. so hopefully nothing will stick, y'all. I always use the Pam spray. Okay, that's it. When that oven gets to 375, I'm going to put it in for about 15 minutes and let them cook. And we will have biscuits to go with our liver and onions. Okay. Let's get that out of the way. And this is what I like for my pan to look like just before I get ready to cook. I want those onions cooked, and then they essentially kind of brown a little bit. And that amount is going to make as much gravy as I'm going to need. And I don't know quite the science behind it, but I'm supposed to use cold water to pour in here. So we're going to about 2 quarts of water that I've poured so far. And like I say, you know, the liver has breading on it, so it's going to also make it thick, so it looks thin now. Just let it start cooking, and once it cooks, it bubbles up and starts to thicken. Then you go ahead and drop your liver in there, cover it, and let it simmer for about a good 15 or 20 minutes. Okay? Let's get the bread over here, because this one will be ready to go here shortly. Into my oven. So that's how you cook liver and onions and rice. I've got a pot of rice. Y'all know I got a pot of rice over there, so got my pot of rice already done. And of course, you cook the rice according to directions. Y'all know I got jasmine rice. I love jasmine. And I use Uncle Ben's at times. 2 teaspoons rather of black pepper in there. And I'm going to go ahead here and put me some complete seasoning in. Put a good tablespoon of complete in there. Okay. Get my big old rice spoon. See, it's starting to thicken already. If it thickens a lot, just go ahead and pour a little bit more water in there. And what will happen is that the meat's going to continue to thicken it as well. And make sure you season this really, really good now before you put your meat in, your liver in. Okay, I have got some bouillon seasoning. Y'all know I'm getting ready to start pulling stuff out of my cabinet up here. So, get ready. I thought I had that. Yeah, I do. I have a little bit of that better than bouillon seasoning. I got about a good teaspoon of that to drop in there. This jar is about to finish. But y'all know I'm not finished with it, but what I'll do is rinse it out. Okay. Bells and bouillon seasoning. That's some good stuff. I'm not quite sure what all they put into, but I know it's really, really good. Yum, yum, yum. And I'm going to put me a little bit of I got my chicken bouillon seasoning. A teaspoon of that will work. That's just extra added flavor, y'all. And I'm going to turn that heat down a little bit. Good, good, good. Okay, I think I might put a little bit more water. A little bit more water, and I'm doing that simply because I know I've got that liver to put in. It's going to thicken as well. So that you want it about like that. Okay. And then when you put the liver in, it's going to thicken it right up. Okay, and another tap of black pepper. You know you got to have plenty of black pepper. You know, black pepper do what it do. Okay. This is gonna be some good eating, y'all. Okay, now what I'm gonna do now is just go ahead and start putting that liver in and let it smother. So we got smothered liver and onions, just like Mama used to make. There it is, y'all. Smothered liver and onions, and we're gonna serve it over rice. And along with our mayonnaise biscuits. And you know what? For green, I've got some frozen collards. I think I might take those collards out. I'm gonna see what they want to eat with. They may not want nothing. And I've got some, oh, I know what I'm going to have. I've got a little, not a little package, it's a good sized package of kale and spinach. I'm going to go ahead, I need to go ahead and use that because it's not good after about 4 or 5 days. And I think I'm up on my 4th day with that. So there's the liver and onions. I'm going to get my lid to put over it. There it goes, y'all. Liver and smothered onions, smothered liver and onions. And of course we got our pot of jasmine rice going on. These mayo biscuits are going into the oven here. Okay, and we're going to set them for about we're going to do 20 minutes on it. I think if my mind serves me right, it takes about 20 minutes. On the clock right now, we have 22 minutes. So we're going to say 22. So actually, this can be done like in 35 minutes. 35 minutes. Because you got to allow for your prep and all that kind of stuff. So 35, about 40 minutes. We're going to say this meal in 45 minutes because you got to allow for your prep and all that kind of thing. But you see, to have a good old hearty meal, a good old fashioned meal that takes you back to childhood, less than an hour. So hold on, and we'll be back in 20 minutes. The biscuits will be out, and we'll be ready to serve it up, y'all. Okay, y'all, dinner is served. The bread is out of the oven. Those beautifully browned mayo biscuits. There's some kale and spinach and onion mixture. It was a 1 pound bag. I just discovered it was kale and spinach mixture. Next time I'll buy 2 bags. So that's a 1 pound bag with kale and spinach, and I chopped up some onions and some red peppers in it, and put, of course, complete seasoning, some more black pepper and some Bragg's vinegar. On the back burner there's my jasmine rice all steamed up and ready for this good old luscious liver and onion gravy in there. I'm telling y'all, we ready. We're in for a treat this afternoon. So thank you guys for dropping by, for hanging out with me. Hope you got something good on your stove this afternoon for dinner. Hope you're continuing to pray without ceasing. Keep those prayers going up so the blessings will continue to come down. Do something kind for somebody. Send them a note, a card, a text message, or just drop by, or even cook them a plate of food and have them over and sit down and break bread with you. Listen, guys, continue to pray for our sisters and brothers around the country who's going through the inclement weather, especially those in Florida who are continuing to go through the catastrophe from the buildings caving in. So we just ask that you all just continue mainly to pray without ceasing. And remember, start resolving those unresolved issues, y'all, so y'all can make better times and memories with your family. So thank you all for your well wishes, for your stopping by my channel, supporting my channel. And remember to subscribe and like my videos. Please, I almost forget to tell y'all that each time. And also support the other channels that are out there. my daughter, of course, Lady T Sensations, Tanya Howell, and Abide in Divine, Miss Prissy P, Miss B Love, and Miss C's Kitchen, and of course, Tyra's Big World of Flavor. Those are my girls that I know up close and personal. So, guys, for all of the YouTubers, support these channels. These people are out there and they're doing great things on YouTube, bringing you joy and laughter and camaraderie into your family. So again, thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you guys. And listen, until I decide to cook again, guys, I'm going to say love you guys. Keep those prayers going up now so the blessings will continue to come down. Love you. To Lou.